everyone. Thank you for sticking around for the final panel. We really appreciate it. We know we're between you and cocktails, so we especially appreciate it. Cox Conserves Heroes is part of our Cox Conserves program, which is a national sustainability program which focuses on reducing waste and energy consumption, as well as reducing our water usage. It's very fitting that we would announce the winners of our Cox Conserves Heroes program here at the CleanTech OC conference, because in the state of California, Cox Communications is able to produce 25% of our alternative energy needs. So we're really excited to be able to be here. The Cox Conserves Heroes program is a partnership that we have with the Trust for Public Land, and we started the program in 2008 in Seattle and have since went to several markets, not only here in Orange County in California, but also Santa Barbara, San Diego, and San Francisco, as well as other markets across the country. So the way that the program works is that the public nominates volunteers in the community that are out there doing work, not getting paid. They're the unsung heroes of our communities. And we ask the public to do an online public vote, and that's how we determine who the winner is. So Cox Enterprises, in addition to California, have several alternative energy projects, and through all these projects throughout the country, we're able to reduce our carbon footprint by 21,000 tons every year. And we're really excited to be here today, and we're even more excited to be able to announce our winners. So I now would like to ask Virginia Lauren from the Trust for Public Land to come up here and tell you about the Trust for Public Land and their great work that they do here in California. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Virginia Lauren from the Trust for Public Land, and the Trust for Public Land is a national conservation organization. We're more than 40 years old, doing work in about 47 states, Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, and we essentially conserve land that people love. So chances are you've probably been on a property that we've protected, be it the Cleveland National Forest here in Orange County. Some of the work, but the great thing about it is that it provides recreational access and open space for more than 20 million people that are within a 2-hour drive. So, you know, where sometimes when you step foot on a property, there's a story to be told about how it got to be open space. You know, we even do work in urban areas, such as putting together fitness equipment in urban parks in Los Angeles. So we're a bit everywhere. I think the way CleanTech is kind of, you know, infiltrating the world as well. But what we're celebrating here today is a great partnership with Cox Company and the Trust for Public Land. But I think the most important component that we have here are the people that are being honored today. You know, they are part of the community. They've been doing a fantastic job without, you know, flying under the radar most of the time. And we've been fortunate enough, like Jamie said, to have been working in several communities in California and even as far as Virginia, Louisiana, Atlanta, Arizona. So, you know, the list goes on, and I think it's important here to recognize that what's going on here and how we're honoring you is a very local and community type of feel. And at the Trust for Public Land, we like to say that lands have a story. And it's the way a community comes together, and there's a story to be told about how you know, a land is saved or protected, or how people use it, and you know, maybe it goes back generations. But so if you've been honored tonight and you've been nominated, someone has told a story about you, and it was a good story. So thank you so much for what you've done for Orange County and the land and the people. Thank you as well. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much on behalf of the Trust for Public Land.
Thank you, Virginia. This is going to be our 28th Cox Conserves Hero that we've named, and our second one in Orange County, so this is a really exciting night for us. To recognize our 3 finalists and announce this year's hero, I'd like to bring up Cammie Matson, Cox Communications Director of Community Relations, whose team has brought the program to Orange County, and Sharon Smith, Cox Communications Vice President of People Services and Market Leader for Orange County.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's very exciting to be here. I was looking at your program. I understand there's about 400 attendees, and it sounds like it's been a really fabulous program so far. We really appreciate Scott inviting us to do this award program here, because we as a company truly believe everything that CleanTech is about, the renewable energy, and just finding any kind of efficiencies. We have the majority of our fleet vehicles are hybrid. We also have solar panels in our Orange County office, as well as fuel cell units that help reduce our dependency on the electric grid. So as a company, we're trying to do our part as CleanTech is trying to do for Orange County, and just be a participant like all of you. So the exciting thing is not only working as a company to try to help reduce or increase our efficiencies, but also to honor those who are doing things to conserve our environment and our lands, as you've heard already. And so we had, first nominations came in, and then we had a judging panel, and I wanted to introduce to you who that judging panel. First, it was Scott Kitcher from CleanTech OC. We also had Barbara Powers from 1OC. We had Tyler Russell from KX 93.5 Radio in Laguna Beach. And from our Cox, our very own Kathleen Bardsley and Paul Azevedo. Thank you, judges. We'll just give them. So after the judges select the final three, then it becomes a vote of the public. And it's very exciting, because then it really truly becomes a People Choice Award. We created videos, which you're gonna see in a minute, of the three finalists. So that is kind of how we get our first, second, and third place. But I'm gonna introduce you to Sharon, who will talk a little bit more about the awards. Sharon?
Good afternoon, everyone. The first place winner receives $5,000 for his or her environmental nonprofit of choice, and 20 volunteer hours from the wonderful Cox Communications employees here in Orange County. The second place winner receives $2,500 for an environmental nonprofit of choice. The third place winner receives $1,000 for environmental nonprofit, and the $5,000 of the funds in grants to the nonprofits was donated by the James M. Cox Foundation, named after our company's founder, and the rest was provided by local Cox Communications employees.
Thanks, Sharon. And I know we're like right before the reception and food, so we'll move it along, but this part is really exciting. We want you to see the videos of our three finalists, so let's roll that tape.
After I retired, Coast Keeper was just opening up at the college, and my wife saw the ad for it, or mentioning it. So she said, Pete, why don't you go out and see what they've got? So I went out, saw what they had for their first open house, helped them plant trees, said, hey, you guys, if you need any help, give me a call. They called my bluff, and they've been calling, and I've been coming back and enjoying it, working with people, and having a good time.
I admire Pete's, his humility and his sense of humor. No matter what, I feel that Pete has always had just the best personality. It could be the hottest day, he could be up there just covered in dirt. It's a project that he's seen from start to finish and been doing the same tasks over and over, but he always has the best attitude.
Naturals for You is an organization of people that is dedicated to bringing people into our natural resource environment so that people can become more familiar with nature in the local area.
Jennifer is so bubbly and happy and fun to hang out with, and she just has a real positive energy presence, and so that in itself, her personality is so attractive that she is able to attract other people and grow that positive energy.
Most of my volunteer work is at the Environmental Nature Center in Newport Beach, where I do a lot of clerical and administrative sort of jobs.
I admire Alice's dedication to the environment, to the Environmental Nature Center, that she is constantly thinking of us and how she can help us.
Volunteering in your community is important because it gets you out, gets you doing things, it gets you participating in what's going on. You have more knowledge of the neighborhood and what's going on in the activities. with those organizations that need the work. And by being a volunteer, I can go out and I can work, and it doesn't cost them anything. So that's why I go out.
I think it's important to volunteer for a couple of reasons. One is that there are a lot of nonprofits that really don't have the money to just pay staff, and so volunteers serve a real purpose for doing charitable works, good works that are important. But I also think it does something to me as a volunteer to feel that I am part of my community and doing something to better my community and the planet.
I think it's important to volunteer in your local community because it's important to give back. If I have even an hour a week to donate to help other people realize how important our natural resources are, then that's an hour to me that's well worth spent, and I get back so much from that.
I feel so good inside just about what they're doing and feel good inside. So wouldn't it be great if all of us, maybe we should make that part of the conference next year. We all do a volunteer project. What do you think? Okay? Yeah? All right. I'm not the planner, but we'll pass that on. So the finalists don't know who's first, second, and third. So we get to announce that right here in front of you and them. And so I am going to, and for our finalists, once you hear your name, please come forward and we'll get a picture taken with you. All right, who has the drum? All right, you're so cute. Thank you. I like it. We'll get a band going. So, third place, Jennifer Patolsky. So Jennifer, come on down. Why don't you give that to Sharon? You're so cute in that video. Let me tell you, so Jennifer's nonprofit of choice is Naturalists for You, and they will receive $1,000. There you go. Do you have a photographer? Yeah, it was. They're right there. You guys can come forward. You don't be shy. Look at these shy photographers. Perfect. So our second place winner is Peter Gartner. Yay, Peter! Love your energy, Peter. It's fantastic. Peter's nonprofit of choice is Coast Keeper Garden, and Coast Keeper will receive $2,500. Cheeseburgers. Awesome. Great. Thank you so much. Okay, now, who could possibly be our first place winner? The mystery is exposed. So now for 2013 in Orange County, our Cox Conserves hero is Alice Apkarian. Alice? So Alice's nonprofit of choice is the Environmental Nature Center, and they will receive $5,000 from the James M. Cox Foundation promotion through on-air public service announcements and 20 volunteer hours from our staff. So get us a good job there. We appreciate it. So thanks to all of our winners. Thanks for you for being here. Thanks for the team. It does take a team, and thank you, CleanTech, for allowing us to come and be a part of this wonderful conference.